Welcome in, welcome all. This is Pucks and Brews, the 25th installment, the quarter century mark. We're doing pretty good over here. I am your host, Michael Sparacino, as always, and Woj is back, finally.
Yeah.
Got my man's back. What's been going on, Woj?
Nothing. I overslept the last two podcasts. I don't nap usually. And of course, the one time I do, I miss both shows.
Yeah, dude, I took a nap the other day, woke up with like a fucking splitting headache, then had to go to a friend's birthday party and karaoke after. But by the time like 3 a.m. hit, I was just completely done. So, yeah, that happened. I did sneak 2 Nickelback songs in a karaoke though, so I did my part. I did my part.
Hopefully the vegan in heaven above was proud of you.
Never
he's not. Man. I don't think he's a vegan anymore. He said he ate eggs today. So
yeah, he did. Yeah. For those who don't know Brendan, that's our former co-host who.
Yeah, he got a cameo from Cousine, and he was like, "Fuck it, I'm not gonna do this vegan shit anymore." If I see this guy get a chicken parm with him, I gotta be ready.
I mean, all I'm saying is he better invite us because I'm always down for chicken parm. It's like my favorite thing to eat of all time, literally.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Some good stuff. So, as always on this podcast, we encourage everybody to open up a beer, a wine, liquor, whatever choice of drink that you might want. And except if you're driving, obviously. And sit back and enjoy. So, big news out of the Rangers camp. New York Rangers have named Jacob Trouba as Woj. Basically, what are you drinking right now?
White Zinfandel.
White Zinfandel. Okay. Well, Woj is ready. I hope all of you are. I got my and a fucking small.
I'm probably not going to drink it. I only have water out here, so.
Jesus
and
Christ.
I haven't eaten all day. So.
I totally blanked on what that's called again. Pink Whitney?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Jesus, it's been a while. Woj has his White Zinfandel and a small Pink Whitney. I have a coffee. I have an iced tea. I have a water bottle. So as soon as we're done recording, I'm going to have to take the biggest piss imaginable. So Jacob Trouba has been named the 28th captain in the history of the New York Rangers. I don't want to say it's surprising, but I think the timing of it was surprising because it was just a random like Monday night or was it Sunday night that Rangers the news Monday. Initially broke?
Weeks dropped it Sunday night, and then Monday morning it became official.
Yeah, so the time, like, at least something newsworthy came out of August, the second week of August, which is usually when absolutely nothing happens. But Trouba is named captain over guys like Kreider and Zibanejad. And I don't want to say it was shocking because I think most people kind of expected him to be one of the front runners. But like you said, or Brendan texted me earlier, he's just like, I'm surprised it didn't go to somebody who was longer tenured on the team.
Yeah. The one thing I'd say about that is that the last, I'd say he got here, 2-3 years ago. The last couple of years have been a little bit different. Like, there's been a lot of change within the roster. So I'm not as surprised as it being him, but between the top 3 candidates, he was probably number 3, like based off what fans would expect. There's the dark horse of Lafreniere or Fox, being like one of the young guys to eventually step into that role. But I don't know. I think it makes the most sense. I don't want to bring the money into it because he makes $8 million a year. You want him to do something else, but he has always been the one in the locker room, like whether it was right after the bubble playoffs or sometime during this year, he was the one that was always going into the room and like waking everybody up and telling them like to get their shit together.
Yeah, I can't believe he's been on the team 3 years already.
Yeah.
It's like time fucking flies. Oh, yeah, that's right, because his first year was Fox's rookie year, I think. No. Or was it the year before that?
Year before.
Jesus Christ. Time really does fly. So let's talk about that for a second. Mika and Kreider, like we said, didn't get the captain nod. Fox didn't get it either. I thought Lindgren was like an extreme dark horse, but I wasn't really expecting him to get it.
Mhm.
So do you think there's any ill will towards Kreider or Zibanejad, like from them toward the team a little bit?
No, I honestly think neither of them wanted it. I mean, if Kreider really wanted to be captain, and if they honestly thought like um, he was not fit for it, he's 100% fit to be a captain. But I think he really wanted it, and um, the organization viewed it that way. They would have made him captain a year after McDonough left. You know, he'd been on the team for what is it now? Since 20 McDonough left what 2016, 2015.
2018.
Oh shit. Okay, yeah. So 2018. He would have been on the year after, but I don't think they wanted a captain just yet. They wanted to mold the team around somebody, and he's never really been that guy. I still don't think he is that guy. I mean, for when it comes to the young guys and the Europeans, because he does speak Russian and he's like been around everywhere, he does understand it. But when it comes to being a captain, I don't know. I think Truish is a better option. And with that being said, Kreider is like he's had one good year so far, like unreal year, like 50 goals. I don't think he's going to do that again next season. And with his age and the way he plays and stuff like that, I don't see him lasting that long as much as Trouba would.
Yeah, my whole thing with Kreider is like his on ice play does not scream captain in the slightest. And I'm actually glad you brought up the McDonough thing, because you just said like you were surprised that if they really wanted him captain, they would have named him right after. I'm actually glad that they waited this long to name a captain, because as soon as they traded Callahan, the start of the next season, McDonough's captain, and they rushed into that decision, and you could tell like it took its toll on McDonough because he wasn't the same player after.
Yeah. I think I don't even want to go with this, but Kreider does have that issue. Like once in a while, he'll go on a streak, and then he'll just disappear like a ghost. I mean, he did it a few times this year, not as much as he did in the past, but Trouba shows up every game. He always works hard. I know the penalties and stuff in the playoffs. People like ripped his head off for. I get it, but you don't take those penalties if you're trying hard. And he's always the one trying to light a fire them by whether it's hitting or making a play. He's always shoot first. Like he knows what to do. Kreider always feels like a little bit hesitant on certain things, and I think Gallant said in the presser, he said, he's a very good. He's not the best player. It's not always your best players on the team, and like Trouba kind of like looked to the side and started laughing. At the end of the presser, he was like, "I'm kidding. He's a very good player, but it's not always your total point scorers. It's always the guys that are like doing their job." I mean, you can go around the league and look at like certain players and if they're actually fit to be a captain or like what they do that's different. But I mean, I never played in the NHL, but I was a captain like 3 or 4 times, and I never spoke up really or did anything. But I was always one of the I wouldn't say better player on the teams. I would never like score that much or put up that many points, but I was always like hitting or trying to do something else or getting under people's skin, which is probably what I think the route they're trying to go for. I think you just give a high scoring player the captaincy. It's like, okay, well, he scores the most. Like, what does that really do?
Yeah. Yeah. Also, yeah. It's just like I think this puts to bed any rumors that they plan on trading him, or at least we think, because I mean they've traded their last 2 captains. Yeah. And I actually did see something funny on Twitter that Trouba's middle name is in fact Ryan.
I was just thinking that, yeah.
So that, I mean, not gonna lie, that's coincidentally funny.
I mean, if that's the way you're going, then I think if they re-signed Strome, maybe he would have been captain.
I don't know about that one.
No.
Like, I don't think so.
No, but Zibanejad seems like a quiet guy. He plays well on the ice. I don't think he really is the big vocal like leader in the locker room. If he is, then good. Kreider's more on the side. Like, I'll go to the young guys like he did with Buchnevich and Shesterkin, and like I'll talk to them in Russian. I'll make them feel comfortable. But as far as that goes, I think Trouba just fits the mold for every possible position for it.
Yeah, but like I said, I like Kreider's play just did not scream
Yeah.
captain. Like yeah, he's good in the locker room, but his on ice play doesn't dictate to him being a captain. Zibanejad's play on ice is much more. If we're
Yeah.
talking strictly on ice, Zibanejad and Trouba's play are much more captain-like, especially Trouba, I would say, because he's just like a hitting machine and he gets to the dirty areas, which is something that this team kind of still needs to do a little bit more, but that's
Yeah.
kind of another point for
Mhm.
another day.
Like I'll make one point real quick, like I said before, about looking around like the NHL and seeing the captains. Like I remember when Landeskog was first named captain, I was like, oh, he was like Crosby's age, like when he or younger. He was like the youngest one. I was like, that's a little bit different. I mean, young guy coming in European. He's like, I don't really know if that's gonna plan out the way it does, but I guess now that he's older and stuff, guys look up to him and it does work out. The Devils, they named Heisha their captain. Like I never hear him speak. I never hear anything like that, so it's a little surprising. Islanders, who's the fuck Lee?
Yep.
I mean, yeah, that's a good fit. That would have been like our Kreider. Like I feel like if he was the captain, we would just look like them.
Actually, yeah, that's not a bad point.
Yeah,
I'm also trying to think like guys that got thrust into a terrible situation being named captain, like Pacioretty.
yeah. But that didn't last. Eichel,
Well,
he's
I
named
mean,
captain.
yeah, the fuck it. He probably deserved to be named captain
No, he
of that
did.
team, but
Of
it's just
course,
like fuck the Sabres are
it's
just so
Buffalo.
dysfunctional.
Yeah, like it's like all right, let's just name him the captain because he's the best there, and like maybe he'll fix it. But like after being named the captain and be like, hey, let's do this, let's do that, and they don't listen to him, but it's kind of like, well, what'd you give him the C for?
Yeah,
If you're
exactly.
not going to have him input on the team to lead it. But yeah,
Here's a question for you. If they waited another year, possibly like a year and a half, and named the captain mid-season, say like a Lafreniere, I think I would have been okay with that because
yeah,
he's really starting to come into his own.
yeah. I mean, like last year was different too. They were going to name it right before the season started, and like, oh, we're not going to do that. Never mind. We'll forget about it. Weird that they did it in the middle of August. But yeah, if they named it to Lafreniere in the middle of the season, I'd be fine with it. Anybody else would just been kind of, Lindgren I would love, but then it's another defensive Ryan being the captain, who also plays the same way McDonough did back then. It's like, how long is his body gonna hold up? And I hate using that analogy because like you play because you play, like you try to win, but if it's not gonna work out that well for you. Fox would have been cool because he's a hometown kid, but then again, who knows? Maybe he's not that vocal, but he kind of just hangs out and just does his job.
Yeah, so Kreider's going to be the captain. I'm going to go out on a limb and say he does not get traded this season.
Who,
But, yeah,
Kreider
I mean,
or
no,
Trouba?
Trouba,
Oh, no,
Trouba,
I give him like 2 more years.
at least. Yeah, so yeah, Kreider's captain because of all the things we said. Good in the locker room, plays more like one on the ice than other candidates that
Mm-hmm.
were in the mix. So I don't hate it. I'll
Yeah.
I guess I can kind of end it with that.
Well, real quick, the way I was just thinking about it, like think of like in a job when you get a promotion. There's guys that have been like a job for years and they don't get the promotion, but the new guy comes in, not new, but somewhat new guy comes in that does like all the good things and then gets promoted. Maybe it's just been Kreider's been here for how many years now? Like
It's
12.
since the 2012 playoffs.
He's been here for over 10 years and he hasn't shown like and that year we had Callahan, we had um McDonough, but like he's had all these years to prove why he's a captain material. And it's like, all right, well, now we don't have a captain. We're just going to give it to him because he's been here. I don't know. That's another way of thinking about it.
Yeah, actually, right before we move on, I remember
Yeah.
Brian Burke telling a story how the year Landeskog got drafted, whatever year that was, he was just like after he interviewed Landeskog, he was just like talking to his other management staff or whatever, like
Mm-hmm.
uh there's a fucking word. There's a word that I'm missing because my brain is terrible. But the people he was working with, he turns to them and goes, "Can we get him to interview other players?" Like that was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like after that story came out, it made sense why Landeskog was
Mm-hmm.
named a captain so early in his career. But
Yeah.
But I'm glad the Rangers waited this time around and didn't rush into a decision like they did last time.
Yeah, for sure.
So let's move on to the players' congrats videos.
Oh, okay. You did read my notes.
I
was
did
looking,
read your
I was like,
note. Yeah, this is, I'm actually,
all right.
that's what I'm going off of right now. So
Alright,
I saw a video, Panarin sounded like he was in heaven, which was hilarious.
Yeah.
That's really all I got, because that's really all I saw on that, but it just sounded funny as hell. Chicken.
He's fucking. People were like, "Why is he captain?" It's like, well, I mean, know.
I can understand why he's not.
yeah, yeah. Like, some guys are made for it, some guys aren't. You know, maybe in the KHL he could be, where he speaks Russian all the time. But yeah, those videos are hilarious. It really, I mean, only the Panarin one stuck out. They put out 2 more today or 3 more today. You know, people are like, oh, you could see the pain in Kreider and Zibanejad eyes. And I was like, no, Kreider has the same face he usually does when he's like happy. Like, it's like a little bit smart, but like, you know, they're not going to be against him for it. Mika was fucking smiling. He's like, great, I don't have to do this either. So just go out there and fucking score.
Yeah, I remember when I remember there was a time when I wanted him to be captain, and then in the long run, I'm glad they didn't name anybody captain until now. So, but then we already touched on that. We touched on will he be traded? So let's talk into some speculation going around the league, mainly with the Rangers and the Islanders. So Jimmy Vesey is apparently signing a contract.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean,
come on home, Jim.
I don't necessarily love it, but at the same time, like, he's going to be good for at least 12, 13 goals.
Yeah,
like,
it's fine.
At least. So
I mean,
you put him on the third line.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, he scored, I'm pretty sure, 31 in 2 years he was here. So.
What?
Yeah,
within 2 years. Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he scored 15 and 16.
Yeah. I liked him. It was just a weird transition period for the team, but I wouldn't hate it. You know, give him like the third line spot. I know people are gonna be up and on it, like, oh no, the kids aren't playing. Well, they should now at this point. You know, just kind of throw them into it and hopefully they figure it out this year. But keep him the third, fourth line, or the 18th and 19th man, whatever it is.
You mean 12th, 13th?
Yeah, but like, you know, on the roster. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Okay, that's what I was thinking. Yeah. But
we were not straight A students.
What the fuck am I, Clancy? Our fucking geometry teacher is an Uber driver now because he got kicked out of.
Well, he quit. So
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on. So I don't know how true this was, but I heard something about the Rangers potentially signing Sonny Milano.
Yeah, no, that was completely fake.
Was it?
Yeah, I got duped by that the other day.
No, I didn't do.
There was some asshole put a 0 instead of an O instead of in the fourth period, the David Pagano account. I looked at the tweets. I was like, he has like 60 followers and like 10 tweets. And I was like, oh, this is fucking fake.
All right, so moving on from that, let's get to the other like huge piece of speculation. I loved how you wrote this down in your notes. Note number 10: Isles pending secret transactions.
Well, yeah, fucking what? Lou's not gonna tell anybody.
I'm just like, dude, if the deal's done, just announce it already.
Well, it's gonna be the Char signing, which is fucking stupid. I think it's maybe it's Kadri. I don't know.
Dude, that was speculated like 2 weeks ago, and then there's been absolutely no update. I don't know why you would keep that a secret.
Yeah, he wants $9 million still, so I don't even know if they have the money for that.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna check Cap Friendly right now to see how much cap space they have.
You do that, no riff.
Okay, projected cap hit 71.3 mil. So projected cap space 11.1.
So yeah, they could, but then
they might not be able to afford him. Actually,
maybe Barzal gets traded. Who knows?
that'll just
Well, no,
add-
who knows? Now the Trotz isn't there. He'll probably want to stay because he won't tell him you can't fucking dipsy doodle in the neutral zone anymore.
Here's the only thing: they only have 4 defensemen under contract right now.
Where do they sign Romanov?
They did not.
Oh, yes. Okay. Bring that down to like
All right.
10 million.
No, I think Romanov gets a little more than that.
2 million. Yeah.
Honestly, he might even get a little more than that.
Yeah, I would give him a ton. I'd give him a good amount of money.
And then they're gonna have to sign another. Yeah, I don't know. They're gonna have to make a move to get under the cap if they sign Kadri.
Affiliate to the Rangers.
I mean, I would love Kadri on the Rangers, but we can't afford him.
No, I said Beauvillier.
Oh, Beauvillier.
Yeah, give me him.
I forgot. Is he left wing or right wing?
I don't know.
All right. Well, checking cap friendly again.
Better than fucking Trident Hunt. I like Trident Hunt, but
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan. All right.
Better than
So
Kako. I'll give you that.
we need to see what Kako is this season.
Yeah, bust.
Yeah, we'll see.
I don't know. Supposedly he was getting after it in Finland, so maybe he I don't know, exercises demons and he's good at hockey now. Who knows?
You okay, Patrick? Finland.
Yeah.
One of the
was a-
all-time great SpongeBob quotes.
I'm only laughing at that because Matt somehow still has a video of you doing the delete that video. What the fuck was it from SpongeBob? Is him holding the thing?
I'm blanking right now. What fucking video is this?
Wait a second, I'll find it.
This podcast has gone to shit, but
Wait, no one pays us for this shit.
this is true. This is very true.
Do whatever I want.
Well, I mean, under reasonable. Oh yeah, the Krabby Patty.
Yeah, this one. You're just full of fucking SpongeBob quotes.
Oh, dude, me and Brendan quote SpongeBob like every day. It's a first 3 seasons, spectacular. All right, what is this note that you had here? New York Rangers predictions for 22-23
season. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck I went to scratch it out, but I was.
Yeah, I was about to say, why the fuck did you write it like that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Dude, instead of SZN, I literally read it as $2 or Z. No, $2N. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, I don't know. You think they're gonna make the Eastern Conference Finals again? Probably not.
Unless they get extremely favorable matchups in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Let's make a pre prediction before we make our actual preseason predictions in like a month and a half from now.
Mhm.
Jesus,
I
that
don't fucking
uh,
first overall.
I just saw you take a sip of it and then basically give the facial expression of, ugh, why the fuck did I do that?
No, I felt like there was something in it, but it was just the way it like.
Is it a tequila worm?
No, I hope not.
You're about to be hallucinating.
I might I haven't eaten all day.
Let's see, I could see them winning the division.
Yeah, no, they'll win it again because Pacioretty's out for 6 months now, so
Yeah, that
that's
sucks.
really on competition this year.
That sucks.
All right, Boston's gonna try to run it back with Bergeron and Krejci coming back this year, but I mean,
I don't see them doing anything.
no, I don't think so either.
They have no depth. All right. Well, last but not Jesus Christ. Excuse me. Last but not least, you had also on your notes that the USA won the World Junior game last night 5-1.
Yeah, I was watching it. First of all, I have something to get off my fucking chest.
Hit me.
TSN, there's a bunch of fucking idiots. Just because I'm not in Canada, I can't watch the games in their service. And it's in Edmonton, I think this year because they canceled it for COVID in the December. So you can't watch it on there. You have to go find a stream, and there's no streams anywhere. I checked all over Reddit. you have to go. First of all, I opened up a stream because my Mac's been fucking compromised. So I don't know how true that was. With all the other stuff I watch on there, who knows? Maybe it's not. Maybe it is. No, but they. I can only watch an NHL Network, and I didn't have the TV on at the time, so someone else was using it. I try to go on the NHL Network, doesn't work. I go on the NHL.com, doesn't work. I go on the IIHF website. Oh no, you can just watch the Game Center, but that's just looking to see who shot and fucking who hit somebody. That's it. I actually don't even think it updates it like that in real time. It's just fucking ridiculous. And on top of that, I go on to TSN. It's like, oh, sorry, you're not in Canada. You can't watch this. It's not on ESPN Plus. It's not on ESPN. Nothing.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad.
Fuck them.
No, dude, I remember once I tried to like stream a game and it was just not on my computer. This was when I was still in school. I was using the computers at school. It would just like you click on one link and then it would just open up like 4 other tabs. It's just like, dude, what the fuck?
The happiest times I had at LaGuardia Community College was when I would get out of class at like 6. And I'm like, all right, cool. I probably failed this test anyway. I'll just go sit in the library. Half an hour later, NBC comes, and NHL on NBC was still a thing. So I went into the thing. I put my laptop in. I had nothing going on at home, so I was like, I'll just sit here in the library until like 9 o'clock till they kick me out, or 10, whatever they close. I was just sitting there. I just watch all the playoff games.
Nice.
Yeah, that's how fucking shitty LaGuardia is. Hopefully they don't hear this because I might go back eventually, but you know, yeah, streaming fucking sucks. I'll go on hockey.tv or whatever the one is you can purchase it to watch literally every single game there is, $30 a month. I'm like, all right, I'm not paying this for 4 games this week. So anyway, you want to move on to the next part?
Yeah, $30 a month actually. That's not
I'll split
terrible.
it. No, it's not. I'll split it with somebody. I'm not paying it for myself for these games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and pretty much the only point that we didn't really touch upon was the prospects that the Rangers have in the World Junior Championship right now. Why does your J look like it's an S?
Those are my J's. I like it.
Okay.
Let's get 3.
I was just curious. It does look like a 3 too.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we got Brett Berard, Will Cooley, Dylan Garand, Brennan Othman, Adam Sikora, Yaroslav. What the fuck?
Chimilar.
I gotta look up the spelling of that name. Make sure you spelled it correctly.
Oh, it is. Trust me, I checked.
And Kalle Väisänen.
Yeah.
Did we draft 3 of those guys this year?
Sikora,
we definitely drafted this year. Väisänen, that sounds extremely new.
Probably. Yeah. I think those 3 are from this year.
Yeah, no, dude. After the first round, I just did not really pay attention to the NHL draft because it was just. Here's my take on the NHL draft. In terms of the teams, like the sports drafts, NFL is by far number 1. Yeah. NBA is probably second.
Yeah. So
because NHL I would put 3rd, and I have to put baseball 4th because I never hear anything about that.
No, they don't even tell you when the fucking draft is.
No, is it even televised?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so then by default, that's number 4 then.
And there's 15 rounds.
Jesus Christ.
My girlfriend asked me the other day. She was like, "Oh, when's this guy gonna play? He just got drafted to the Yankees." I was like, "Oh, honestly, probably in like 4 or 5 years." Well, Aaron Judge did. Like he gets drafted and he had to play. What was it? AAA, AA, single A, or is it reversed? AAA the highest?
Yeah.
So you have to play like A, AA, AAA. There's probably something before single A, right? I don't know. You work for the Mets. I don't know.
Well, not anymore.
Natural.
I hate them.
But yeah, I mean, it takes a while. You know, like I said, there's 15 rounds. The 2 kids from McClancy that got drafted out of it, and we only knew the one because it was he got drafted in the 2nd round. The other one like went a little bit later, but like we still, we were keeping up with it. Yeah. But it's really not televised. I guess you get the phone call and it's like, oh hey, you've been drafted by this team.
Yeah, that was literally the one and only time I paid attention to the MLB draft, and I wasn't even like full on paying attention. I was basically just checking for updates. I was basically checking a list of who got drafted. I was like, is his name there? No. Is his name there? No. Is his name there? Oh, cool. Good for him.
Yeah.
That was the extent of me paying attention to the MLB draft in my lifetime. It was for like an hour. And I wasn't even listening to a broadcast or anything. It was just refreshing an internet page. I will admit though, the NFL draft this year was pretty dope, actually.
Yeah. Well, it's nice. This year they didn't do the whole spiel where they said like, "Oh, this kid played for Georgia. He's getting drafted 4th overall, and his friend shot up his family last week." Remember the one year they literally just kept bringing up all like the worst shit possible they could find about these kids.
No.
Like not to their fault, their own, just like shit that's happened to them. It's like, oh, his dad walked out on him and his 18 brothers and sisters and never saw him again, and he made it to the NFL. That one year they literally just kept doing that the whole time.
And this episode has officially gone off the rails. As soon as you brought that up, it was
you bring up
just
the
like,
NFL. I don't know what to tell you.
hey, you went in depth on it, so that's all I'm saying. Yeah, I got nothing left. How about you?
Yeah. Go to point number 8.
Oh yeah, that's right. Our final thoughts. And I quote, "What do I get for dinner?" That's a terrific question. I'm kind of feeling a chicken parm tonight.
I should get Chinese. I really haven't eaten a single thing all day.
I've gotten Chinese a lot lately.
Yeah.
Actually, the place up the block for me is pretty good, and their egg rolls are awesome.
Mm-hmm. The new? I don't know why we're talking about this.
Well, I mean, you wanted to bring the point up. It's just like we needed something to end the episode on.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, yeah, I guess I'll just. I was going to get it before, like half an hour before. I was like, let me just do that. I'll do the podcast, and then Chinese food will be like my reward. So,
what are you thinking?
probably like sesame chicken. I don't know.
Not bad. Not bad.
Now this wine's fucking. There wasn't that much wine left, I guess, because I haven't eaten all day. Which I'll say for the 18th time, it's probably hitting me a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
That and this room's 95 degrees outside. Inside.
Luckily, I turned the AC off right before we recorded. Luckily, the room has stayed pretty cool.
Me too. It's not helping me at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So honestly, sesame chicken, that's a good choice. I've been getting chicken and broccoli with fried rice lately because that's just always a classic.
Yeah, can't go wrong. Except my place does like 90% broccoli, 10% chicken.
Honestly, my place is like pretty even split. It's like 50-50, probably 60-40 in favor of chicken. And
nice.
They also have this thing, pad thai shrimp, which is delicious.
What is that? Oh, shrimp. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what pad thai is.
Basically like Thai noodles with a bunch of other stuff and shrimp. It's just very good.
Yeah.
Always hits the spot. And plus I get like 3 meals out of it. So
nice. Well, I get a free slice of pizza tomorrow when I go to work. So I'll just have that then.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got nothing. You?
No, that's it. Yeah, no, that's really it. There's nothing much going on.
All right, I'll take ending this episode on a discussion about Chinese food. So This has been Pucks and Brews, the quarter century episode 25 mark. I've been your host, Michael Sparacino. Woj has been back for this episode. Hopefully we'll keep him going for, a streak here.
Yeah, no, I'll be back for the next one for sure.
Yeah, so follow us on all of our socials listed in the description below. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube if you're watching. And let's get some food, Woj.
Yeah, I'm fucking.
Yeah, separately, of course, because we're in different boroughs.
Yeah, I'm not coming to fucking Guatemala where you live.
Yeah, I live in Queens.
You want to go? Yeah. I'm trying to go to Juniper and skate around, but I don't know.
I mean, I would if I didn't have to do stuff.
What do you do?
Well, no, because I got to get something to eat right now.
Yeah. Okay. And
Then I got to watch something on YouTube.
you do that later.
Well, I mean, it's like a 10-minute video that I got to watch before I'm watching something else. Then I'm jumping on a live stream after I watch what I'm watching.
All right,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, thank you everybody for listening. Like I said, follow us and subscribe. Like,
It's close. I didn't drink it. I'll have it later.
yeah, this went off the rails. Goodbye, everybody.